Hello and welcome. I'm Krista Gibson, and this is Growing Older and Wiser, where I talk about ways that we can grow wise instead of just getting cranky. Now, to be honest, lately it's pretty easy to get cranky, isn't it? There is so much going on in the world today. It's just absolutely incredible. Just amazing things that I never thought I would see happen in my lifetime, and I suspect most of you feel the same way. Even though you knew the world was changing and you know people are changing and so on, some of the things that's going on today, I just shake my head because they're pretty unbelievable. And I have to remind myself that the planet is going through huge changes. And if you're involved in metaphysics at all, to any degree, you see that and you know it, that the planet is evolving. And all of us who live here, we are evolving. Now, some people are being evolved kicking and screaming because they don't want to evolve. They like the old way of doing things. And then there's people who are kind of oblivious. They're just like, what's going on? I don't know. And then there's the people who are trying to participate in a conscious way. And what I want to address for us as older adults is, I think sometimes because we do have more history, in some ways it's easier because we've already seen so many huge changes in our lifetimes. I mean, most of the people looking at this when you were born and when you were a child, I mean, TV was just starting, we were going from radio to TV. I'm talking about the late 40s, just when I was born. And I know some of you were born, in the 1930s and earlier. So you've been through even more changes. I think of my parents who are long gone, but they lived through going from, horse and buggy to cars, and they went to airplanes, but we have lived through, television, telephones in our homes, cell phones, carrying a computer in our pocket, which, they aren't phones anymore. They're cameras, they're computers, they're the internet, they're everything. It's amazing. And so we, as older adults, have lived through all of this. We've adjusted through all of this. And now we face these huge, huge changes and disruptions that we see happening on the planet. What I want to address with you is the whole concept of worrying. Because it would be really easy right now to worry. It would be very easy to get to that place of hand-wringing and, what's going to happen to my kids? What's going to happen to my grandkids, my great-grandkids, to me? Is Social Security going to still be there if you're receiving Social Security? Is Medicare going to be there for me when I need it? On and on. You can worry. Well, I have come up with, and I don't remember where I heard it, this is not original to me, it's somebody else. I think it might have been, I wrote her name down, Susan Jeffers, who, if you have not read any of her work, I highly, highly recommend it. She's very grounded, and I know I've mentioned her here before, but she's the one who wrote Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And she's got some other lovely titles like Dance with Life and those sorts of things. But she, I believe, is where I first learned this, where she said, tell yourself, I won't worry about anything today. I'll worry about it tomorrow. And if you say that every morning, you do what needs to be done and you're happy. Because every day, if you find yourself being tempted to worry about your kids, grandkids, life, whatever, just say, you know what? I don't have to worry about it today. I'll worry about it tomorrow. I'm going to do what's on my plate today, and I'm going to experience happiness and joy. And you do that every day, and guess what? The worry keeps being put off and put off. Now, there's a difference between worry and making a plan and handling things. So in no way am I saying, or was Susan Jeffers saying, to not do the things that are on your plate, to not live your life, but do it without worry. Worry gets us absolutely nowhere. And I think in today's world, it is so easy to fall off the cliff and worry about how this is all going to turn out. So I decided, whatever's going on today in the world, in my life, I'm not going to worry about it today. I'm going to worry about it tomorrow. Today, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to have a good time. And I'm going to enjoy myself. And tomorrow, I'll worry about it. So I leave that with you. And I think that is a fabulous way for us to grow older and wiser. Talk to you next time.